Okay. No one said anything, but Keck finally pipes up because it's been making him uncomfortable and tells Zeph, Zeph, you should probably put some clothes on.
Oh my god, I succeeded my deception roll with advantage while naked?
Yes.
Holy crap.
So after about an hour, a solid hour, meaning you guys succeeded in your short rest, Sam sort of just clambers back in the room and he says, "Excuse me, I would like a word with all of you."
Okay.
I'm still sleepy, man.
Okay, should I come back later?
No! We need...
Okay, come in, come in.
Sariel said not to come in.
No,
Okay.
no, come in, please,
So he enters the room and he says, "I have assembled 2 out of the 5 archdukes
Okay.
to listen to your plea. They are currently in the command tent."
Okay, then we go there. We go
Alright,
to the...
so
What do we... Can I ask Sam first? What should we know about these 2 archdukes?
one of them is a staunch servant of Ilmater, and the other one is a staunch servant of Helm.
None of them could have been a follower of Bahamut.
No.
No, that we don't really have. That guy's not here right now. I could only find 2 because the other 3 are out on missions, and the last one was Amelia.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so as you guys are walking to the tent, he introduces them. He sort of says, "All right, so the Grand Paladin of Helm is named Hedwig."
Hedwig Helm?
Hedwig, no, he worships Helm, but his last name is not Helm. His name is Hedwig von Strucker.
Hedwig von Strucker.
Yes. And
Highly.
the servants, the Grand Paladin of Ilmater is named Elysia,
With an I?
with an E.
Okay.
Elysia.
They named her after the plane Elysium, which is a plane of neutral goodness.
Neutral goodness.
Yes. And she currently worshipped, and she is the staunch servant of the pain god Ilmater.
Ilmater.
Yes.
Alicia. Hedwig for Helm.
Yeah, Helwig von Stroker.
Strucker.
Stroker.
You call him Von
Stroker.
Stroker. Von Stroker.
Stroker.
Shut up, I know what I said.
Now everyone knows what you said.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so you guys eventually make your way to the same grand tent where Amelia briefed you before. And inside, you see
Oh no.
an old woman. If you guys play Overwatch, think Anna. She looks
Okay.
sort of like a grandmother with an eye patch and a
Nice.
braid down the side of her head.
Nice.
And underneath the eye patch is one very sort of worn scar.
Cool.
So exactly Anna.
Well, I guess. I guess. All right, sure. Then let's say that she looks exactly like that. To
Can I Google
give the
Anna real
give
quick?
the audience
I don't know
a better
who she
frame of
is.
mind. Okay. All right, that's fine. You can if you want to.
Nah,
could Google it on
keyboard's
my
too
phone.
far away.
Okay, so basically she has a very a very Middle Eastern sort of flair to her. She has relatively darker skin.
Oh, is she
has white
Farah's
hair.
mom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Farah's mom, like
cool.
that. So she looks like that. And that this seems to be Elysia and Hedwig, the guy sitting across from her.
Does he look like an owl?
Does it look like Torbjorn?
No, he does not. Not all the characters are Overwatch characters, mind you. This one looks like a regal young man, a very handsome young man in his 20s. His charisma score, basically, if you look at him, imagine him to have a charisma score similar to Sariel's.
Can I wink at him?
You can.
Wow.
He looks at you and he sort of cocks his head backwards slightly and he waves politely.
Okay.
Yes. And he what he does next is he stands up and he bows before all of you and he says, "Greetings, children of the light." And then he sort of looks at the 2 of them when he says this and he says, "Greetings to you as well, sir."
I'm hiding again.
Oh, you're wearing a hood again.
Yeah.
He's
'cause-
actually wearing clothes now.
Yeah, I'm
yes,
wearing
but
clothes.
he still sees through this.
Shoot.
Yes.
Right, paladins with their divine sight.
Yeah. So he sees this and he says, I hope your stay in this camp has been a comfortable one. I apologize for not meeting with you earlier. Sam over here tells us that there is a matter that we can assist you in. And then you see Elysia looking just silently watching the three of you, the four of you like a hawk. Just noticing your body language, looking at whether you stutter or you sort of falter in any sort of way. And you can see that the way she's dressed, everything about her is very prim and proper, almost to a T. And she's way more,
Intimidating?
not intimidating, but you see that she seems even more stuck up than Amelia was.
Wow.
In terms of decorum and stuff.
Okay.
While you see Hedwig, he has a much friendlier light to him, but he also looks very fine. He looks like with this beautiful blonde hair that flows down to his belt, to his back. I mean, yeah, kind of like that. He has very very beautiful hair, no split ends at all. He looks
No split ends at
he
all.
looks absolutely perfect with his like shining optimistic blue eyes.
Okay.
Aww.
The Ubermensch.
Yes, pretty much.
Yes.
Wonder what product he uses.
And he says, "All right. So tell me more about what happened."
Who can tell them the
Serial
my
can tell you
song.
everything in the form of a song.
performance,
So-
role performance
Role
now?
performance, actually, yes.
And I'll assist her with the
Because it
veal.
will determine.
So she has advantage? Yes, she needs advantage. I was assisting her with the veal.
Okay, go. Give you advantage.
Here you
You
go.
also have inspiration if you want, but
And you
advantage,
have
sure, go ahead.
inspiration.
So
Can I re-roll
you
it?
started completely off tune, and
Can I re-roll it?
yes,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, just roll that. Oh yeah, sure. You just roll. You can just re-roll that. That's fine. Go ahead.
There you go.
There you
Plus,
go.
Alright, so that's +7. Oh wait,
well,
why you
that
roll
would
it
have been
twice?
the advantage
sorry.
roll anyway. So there
Oh no,
you
it's
go.
okay. You just roll once. So
Okay.
that would be about a 20. And when you play the song, you recount in almost precise detail
Yes.
everything that you saw.
Very good.
From your descent
Very good.
into the darkness to how long the walk was there, to how the gnolls all died when Jagrix swung his sword at them, to how Amelia started barking like a mad dog and
That's
started,
important. Yes, you
Yes.
should have mentioned that.
It's very important.
and even you notice even Elysia sort of cracks a smile slightly like there's a tiny smirk, a little up on
Upturned
one
lip.
half of her lip. There's a small smirk, and Sam whispers in Jagrix's ear, "That's the most I've ever seen her smile ever." And you don't really persuade them with the strength of an argument, but rather the wittiness of the song, the play on the words, the humor bridges the gap, the sort of
Good
makes
job,
them lower
Sarah.
their
Good
defenses
job.
and has them nodding and looking at you. And Hedwig says, "Why, this is terrible. I think it would be. I'll have." You said there were thousands,
Yes.
and there was a god with them.
Yes.
It's a good thing our gods are always with us. Then, so what he does next is he says, "Elysia, it's time for me to gather. I'm going to gather my forces and send them straight there." But do they look like they were preparing for anything? Or if they were just there, then maybe it's best we just leave them there.
But don't you need the orb?
They look at you and they say, "Oh, I thought the orb was a metaphor. What is this orb?"
No.
It's literally an orb hanging from the god's neck.
What does it do?
It seems to cause madness, and that we've never seen Amelia act the way she did the closer she got to the orb.
So Hedwig and Elysia look at each other, and Sam looks a little sort of starts sweating a bit, looking a little bit worried. And I want you guys to all roll insight checks.
Okay.
Don't I have
Oh my god.
That is a 5. That is
Oh.
a 6. And
low?
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm insightful.
all right, so Sariel, you are super in tune with your audience, and you realize that they have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh no.
The story, Hedwig says, the story we heard was that Amelia led a group of, led you down into the Underdark to retrieve, to fight off evil. But we have not heard anything about an orb.
Oh,
Why would
man.
she tell us about an orb and not you?
Why would she send you and not any member of the Order of the Gauntlet?
So
Oh,
many
no,
questions that only Amelia
Amelia.
can answer.
But you said she's dead, right?
Did she say?
Actually,
she's dead?
would you say she died, or did you? Or did you
I
say
said that we had to run and she would not come with us.
It says.
So I didn't declare that she was dead.
Okay. So you just admitted that you left her to her fate. You did not say she died.
Yes.
No. I
Yes.
said that we tried to grab her back, but
That's
she
true.
would not come.
She struggled.
Yes.
I see. And he says, "All right. So do you really recommend that we send an army down there?"
What?
Can we huddle?
Sure.
All right. So the three of you go into a group huddle. Elysia
No,
just squints in.
The four of us. The
The
four
four
of
of
us.
us.
Kek is important.
All right,
Yeah.
He's a party member.
Keke is not even in the huddle. He's just below you guys. He's so short. So Elysia just sort of squints at you. He goes, like
Well, we
that.
could do the mind thing and talk there.
Awaken mind
Yeah.
and talk to them.
No,
these
talk
guys?
to each other
Yeah.
through
Okay.
our minds.
Well,
Yes.
I remember that was allowed in one of our first sessions, but I
Yeah.
don't know if he's gonna. If that's
Also,
gonna
if we
continue
do
to
that
allow.
now with
It's
Kek,
fine, but it's only one at a time.
Yeah.
It's always going to
Oh,
be
okay.
Zephyr is a relay point,
Mhm.
and basically Jagger could be asking Zephyr, "What did Sariel say?" And
Oh,
then you'd have to
okay,
relay.
so
it.
let's
That's
just
too
group
much
huddle.
trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's just group
yeah,
huddle.
this is easier
Um,
and funnier.
Actual talking.
If they don't need the orb, maybe we should just leave them alone.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
I mean, I'm kind of curious to know what the orb was for, but wait, my madness is worn off, right?
Yes.
has.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe they don't really need to go there. What do you think, Jagger?
Keck says, "Don't you guys remember that she said the orb was for something?"
Yeah, but what was it for?
It was to stop.
And then Keck says, "No one was writing this down."
It was to stop
I
the.
honestly didn't write it down. I'm so
We
sorry.
need the orb in order to stop the reinforcements from pouring in.
I drew it.
There we go.
I drew it and wrote Orb of Unagru, but I didn't write what it was for.
Oh,
We're the worst players ever.
So, if it was that important, it's actually
We're just having fun, guys.
It's
okay.
it's questionable why Amelia wouldn't share this with the other archdukes. That's the
Yeah.
only reason I'm worried.
Maybe she wanted it for herself.
Well, for her own glory, I don't think Lathander operates that way. But okay, I'll be upfront. Anything that will get us killed, I'm not up for really. But we.
In this case, I don't think we'll be killed because we're just sending the paladins' peoples to death. We don't have to go with them. They're not asking us to go with them.
They might ask us to lead them.
That's true.
Yo, are you asking us to lead you guys?
The two of them to look at each other, and
Of
then
course.
and Elysia talks, and she says, "We have not decided anything, girl."
Okay.
Okay. Apologize for offending her honor.
Sorry.
Her frown grows heavier.
I'll sing you another song later. I'll sing you a song later.
She just looks at you with her face frozen, and Hedwig goes, "Don't mind her. She's just old." And,
Oh.
and then Elysia like shoots him a death glare, and he says, "You have to lighten up. You really have to
So-
lighten up."
What do you think?
I'm okay with just letting them. This is their business.
Yeah, we should let them decide.
Yeah, we've got other things to do.
So who's gonna tell me?
So this thing does not have anything to do with your thing.
Nope.
I
And
tried.
Keck says,
I tried.
Keck then butts in and says, "But guys, the gnolls are with the orcs."
Oh. Then that does have to do with your thing.
How do you like it when Kek makes more sense?
And he says, I mentioned that there were goblins and hobgoblins and gnolls and orcs. So, well, it has something to do with it, but if we want to leave, we can leave.
Yo, okay, this is your decision now, because he's with the orcs, and your god thingy, whatever, told you to go.
I wonder
to
how
the
bad
orcs.
it would be if I just didn't listen to my god.
Yeah.
My patron.
Yeah,
Would
I
I
don't-
lose? Would warlocks lose their spells if they don't serve their patron?
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay,
Meta.
I'm gonna.
In the
No,
same
this is,
way
this
that
is pseudo
paladins do.
meta already. But in your entire, sorry, ever since you partnered up with this cosmic being, has there ever been a point where you just straight up stopped listening to him? Because if you did, I will give you the answer to it. But if not, then you do not know. Honestly, with Zephyr, since he picked up the book,
You've seen the relationship,
Yes,
right? From the
yeah.
boat scene.
They're very campy.
I
yeah.
think I would have gone against him
Okay.
once in a while.
You do know that as long as you don't call on him, he doesn't really do anything to punish you.
Mm-hmm.
But after prolonged periods of not listening to him, he sometimes makes your spells fizzle, or he makes them bite you in the ass.
Okay.
It's just that although he told you to stop the invasion in the north, he did not expressly tell you how.
Right.
So you feel that the impression you got from the last conversation was that you had some wiggle room on how to do it, and
Well.
that he lets you, unlike the typical chess piece, he lets you move on your own.
All right. So logically speaking, if we deal with the gnoll threat, that is one way of stopping the invasion in the north,
Yes.
right? So I might be released from my bond by doing this thing. So Zephyr would have a reason to go to the cave.
Yes.
Yeah, you would be done.
Yeah, I'd be done, and
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want, at least until my patron asks for another favor.
So let's go.
Why do you guys always listen to me?
Because it's your thing. Okay, guys, we're gonna go with you.
Then Elysia bites in, and she grits her teeth.
Wow.
Looking at you guys and says, "Did you not say that Amelia went mad when she went in there?
Yes.
Why do you want to send all of us there?
Are you afraid of going mad?
I did not live this long by chasing fairy tales."
You obviously didn't live this long by taking a chill pill. Jeez.
She says, "Yes, I didn't. All
Well-
those who took the chill pill died before me."
Well, okay, ultimately, this is your decision because this is your fight, but we are here to assist you in any way that you need.
Okay, and then she says,
Respectfully, you're not the only one making the decision. Little young Hedwig here also has a say in the matter.
so he flicks his hair and tosses it sideways in a magnificent manner, and he says, "Rightly so. Unfortunately, we do not have quorum at the moment to make a decision for the entire order."
Okay.
That's true. There's only 2 out of the 5.
Yes, Amelia would have made the third, and normally we don't let 3 leave at a time. So
I think Amelia voted with her action.
she did. Lathanderites. They would do this. So, you see Elysia just shaking her head, and Hedwig sort of looking at you guys, looking around disappointingly, and looking at this Sam disappointingly. And he says, "Well, unfortunately, it is the Order's creed not to strike until we find out, well, until we get the proper, until we do the proper social graces for it. We need to find another Archduke."
Swifty,
What about Swifty?
go find the Archduke.
Would you know where the other archdukes are at the moment? On missions is what Sam mentioned, but where?
One of them, he says, "All right, so he sort of, Hedwig just folds his arms and says, 'I have no idea.' And then Elysia pipes in and says, 'You've obviously not been paying attention to the meetings, boy.'" When talking to Hedwig, and she says, "One of them, Aedalas, is currently far to the south in the desert kingdoms, in his little crusade for Bahamut.
Whoa.
You gotta go to him.
And
Far south.
and then he says, and the last one, Karstein, is currently in field port,
Oh.
We have to go
drinking,
back.
probably just rebuilding, overseeing the rebuilding of the town.
Okay, that's closer. That's closer.
Who does
says.
he?
Took 3 days for us to get to Fellingport, though.
Who does he serve?
That's closer than the desert.
You know what?
Who does he serve?
He is currently a servant of Lorethian. He is a god of the elves.
My God.
Half.
Half god.
Half God. Why? Can't I serve 2 gods?
You can?
The two of them look at each other when you say this, and they look at each other like they give a worried glance at each other, and then just look back and make eye contact again politely.
Can't I serve no gods?
So meta. Can't I serve no god? Okay, so suddenly.
So we just said that jokingly.
No. He said that jokingly, and then Hedwig says, "You've never heard of the atheist wall?"
The atheist wall?
Is that like the...
They never taught you this in. Okay, of course you've never been to church, says Alicia. And then Hedwig says, okay, so the atheist wall is
So
if
much
you currently do not
judgment.
have any god and you die and there is no god to claim your soul, you get absorbed into this massive void with all the other atheists and get crumbled into oblivion. Okay.
Damn!
I know it sounds silly. You know what? I thought about it and saying it out loud is hilarious.
You never
But-
said that out loud before?
I've only ever read about it or watched it. I've never said it out loud with my own mouth, and it sounds so silly when
I
I say
know.
it now. But that's in canon. What
Yeah,
happens to
but-
atheists?
We do exist in a world where the presence of gods have been proven. So
Yeah.
Yeah, where they're much more.
saw a
active.
god.
Yeah.
We
So
saw
no,
a
I get it.
god.
But there are people who still choose. Okay, they might believe that there is one, but I'm sorry, not necessarily atheist wall, but it's basically this wall in the middle of oblivion or somewhere in some different plane where souls go when they die before they are claimed by gods. If they do not have a god or do not believe in one, they get sucked into this wall and get torn into oblivion.
Damn.
So what's the name of my god again?
Lorethian.
Lorethian?
Yes, you guys actually have the same god.
I have Bahamut. I'm good.
Yes. So she says, Karstein is over in field. It's currently at Fieldport. In case you want to go there.
I guess that's the only option we have right now if we do want to push through with this.
Can't we just send Swifty?
If we send Swifty, I can't. Would you allow me to awaken mind through Swifty?
You allowed him in the past.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yes,
doing
I'm fine.
that.
I'm fine with that actually. You may do that.
But it might hurt the chances of him. Well, we could say something that only the archdukes would know to say. So
Is there
that
like a
he would-
code
yeah,
that we
there
can
might
use?
Be a code.
To say that we're sending a message?
Mm-hmm.
And then they say, if we told you what the code was, then everyone would know, and it wouldn't be an exclusive secret code anymore.
Oh, so you do have a super secret.
You.
Can you whisper it to Swifty?
Or at least, give Swifty a sigil so that we can tie it to Swifty's leg and they'll know it's from you.
She said, "Can I see this Swifty?"
Yeah. I just tell her to fly in. It's
All
not
right, so this is the owl from you've been asking it to go around in circles for the past few days,
Yep.
and now just for the first time ever, it lands on your shoulder and it starts to pant. And then it looks at you and it
I
gives
give-
you a sort of disapproving
No.
shake of his head, and he just sort of
No.
jumps toward.
All right, I'm just gonna say it now so we
Alicia.
get it out of the way. When Swifty's not in the picture,
Sorry.
she's unsummoned.
All right, that's
Okay.
fine. Okay, that's fine by me.
She's in oblivion.
She's in oblivion.
She's with the atheist one.
She's watching the atheists get killed in the atheist wall.
With popcorn with her claw.
And that's what she does for fun. When she's with you guys, it's work. When Swifty's with you guys, it's working. And then when he's watching the atheist wall, it's for
Man,
fun.
I'm gonna come up with downtime activities for Swifty just so I don't feel so bad for having a pet. Okay.
Swifty
So-
meets with other.
Pet,
Yeah.
pets
Owls.
pets are a big responsibility. So Swifty sort of hops to the table where Alicia and Hedwig are sitting. Alicia sort of moves forward and presses her forehead against Swifty's forehead and sniffs. This one is fiendish.
Well, it's true. They do take the same alignment as the summoner.
What god do you serve?
Lol. No, I'm just kidding. I don't say that. I don't say that out loud.
Lol.
They will hang you.
Yeah, I know. I don't say anything.
Immediately. All right. So what do you say?
I say, oh, you've never heard of him.
Magublier.
And Hedwig says, "At least that's old. Try her."
You have a name to work with?
Well, I know, like, out of character, I know several gods, but I don't want to just throw them out there because that's metagaming, and Zeph wouldn't do that anyway.
Well, he would lie though.
He'd
Zeph
lie,
would
okay.
So it's possible.
Okay, let's let me roll religion for Zeph to see if he would know a neutral god. Like, what's the name of the god of fortune? The one with the coin symbol?
I'm not super familiar.
Yeah,
with
well,
that
let's
right
see.
now.
Let's see if Zeph would know him.
All right, go ahead.
Because I don't want to just say that he knows this guy. That
Okay.
kind of sucks.
All right, the god of fortune.
7 plus religion, which is unknown, so that's wisdom plus 1.
8.
8. Yeah.
You're sort of scratching for it. You feel it at the tip of your tongue, but you can't seem to get it out right now. And the two of them look at each other and look back at you and say,
Oh shit. Religion's intelligence, fella. That's plus 3.
So that's
10.
they look at each other and they look back at you and they say, who?
Hakuna Matata.
So I botched it, I guess.
It's okay.
Just say that
Are we
you're an
looking for-
atheist.
Okay, fine. I don't serve a god.
The two of them say, they just look at you and they say, okay. Henry
See?
goes, okay, I respect that.
See?
Really?
Yes, the atheist wall will consume you when you die.
See?
So
You have made
not
your
up,
choice.
It is not up to me to judge. Elisa says, I am judging him.
Wait, who don't you judge?
That is true.
She's really trying to think about it. Like you see her deep in thought. She says, I don't know. And then Hedwig says, okay, look, I can go with you. Let's all just go to Fieldport together.
Okay.
And then Alicia said, look, we already lost enough archdukes. I don't want you going with... Look, so far, the track record of this group to keep archdukes alive is 0% out of 100. I don't think you should go with them.
Well,
Says she-
yeah,
but she says.
we've only had one event.
That's
we've,
true.
Yeah, and we've had...
Well, we don't know the history of the order, actually.
Yeah, we don't know.
Also, maybe they're not so great.
You say this out loud?
No.
Okay.
Don't! Don't antagonize our...
And then the two of them
Any
say,
more than we already have.
And then Hedwig says, oh, nonsense. Look, tradition has to be broken sometimes, and especially in times of great danger. If there's an army of gnolls to the west, charging out from the caverns that they spoke about, then maybe it's best for us to head over and, fight unconventionally. And Alicia goes, bah, young people, and she just storms off.
She's going, bah, millennials.
Millennials.
Millennials with
flaky.
their Lodi and their Pet Malu.
Oh my god. And they're whap.
They're what?
Their power.
Lodi? Pet Malu?
What's Lodi?
Idol.
Oh man.
Pet
I don't know
Malu
what
is
Werpa?
malupit.
I know Pet Malu, actually. Surprise!
Werpa
I just learned
is-
about it yesterday. But what's Lodi?
Idol.
Idol.
Oh my god.
Werpa?
The session's over. The session is... No, okay. But
Werpa sure.
Werpa to the Repa peeps.
No. What?
It looks like Diplomatic Impunity is living up to its name as they find themselves gophering from one town to the next. If slower-paced, dialogue-heavy episodes like this aren't your thing, then you can hit that thumbs down button, but if it only makes you excited to see more, click like, get subscribed, and leave us a comment down below. Also, come check out our website and social media links, which you can find in the description. So until next time, ready your dice, because it's your turn.